show some love for Jeremiah Hughes!
Make some noise for Brendan and all the other comics tonight. I'm happy to be in Tacoma. I'm happy to be in any major city because I come from a little poor town called Aberdeen, Washington. They can smell the poverty on me. That's For those of you that don't know, Aberdeen, Washington's a little poor town where Kurt Cobain and Nirvana came from. Thank you. It's a town so shitty and poor it actually created grunge music. But being a kid growing up in that town was always annoying because that's all people would ever think of when they heard Aberdeen was Kurt Cobain and Nirvana. But Aberdeen had more going for us than that because Aberdeen, Washington was recently voted the ugliest city in Washington. For the third time in a row. Don't come for our title. You will give Ross a deal point, okay? All I'm trying to say is where I come from, the tents have front porches. They're standard. People that don't know I come from an area like that will take one look at a guy that looks like me, and they'll be like, hey man, you need to check your privilege. Because not everyone's from a gated community, asshole. I'm always surprised. I'm like, how did you know I'm from the only gated trailer park in Aberdeen? The only other gated community where I come from is Stafford Creek Penitentiary. So I'm doing all right. Basically, in summary, my hometown has a motto, like every town has a motto. Aberdeen's hometown motto is a Kurt Cobain song, Come As You Are. But based on my research, maybe don't come as you are. Like, maybe try a little harder, is all I'm saying. But if I had to pick the hometown motto for my hometown, it would probably be something fun and creative, but also brutally honest. Like, I think Aberdeen's hometown motto should be, welcome to Aberdeen, we put the win in heroin. But nothing beats what came in second place, because everybody that was a resident of Aberdeen at the time got a vote on what the hometown motto was. And I shit you not, in second place, it was, shoot for the stars, not your veins, Aberdeen, Washington. So just in case if I say something a little over the line, I can't even read, so relax. But being raised in such a little town like that, my dad, he was an EMT, he was an ambulance driver. And the way as a kid, he described his job to me was he said that driving an ambulance is a lot like driving a taxi, except you don't get the tips. Which is a shitty analogy, really. Because I don't think driving an ambulance is anything like driving a taxi. But I do think driving an ambulance is a lot like driving DoorDash. Because the whole goal of either of them is you got to get the delivery there before it gets cold. That joke's always a good barometer of how cool you guys are. Some of you guys, I'm going to need you to put your big boy panties on, alright? I'm happy to be doing comedy because I've been fired from almost every job that I've had. Why was that funny? Okay. Been fired one time for drinking and working. I got called in the boss's office. Like, Jeremiah, you can't be drinking and working. And I'm so much fun. I'm like, who's working? You know? I got fired one time for calling in sick too many times with herpes. I got called in the boss's office. Like, Jeremiah, your attendance is spotty, and this is a reoccurring problem. I'm like, I think that's how herpes works, Dick. I've had good jobs. I sold weed for about 12 years. Part of it was legally in a dispensary, so that was fun. You learn a lot working in a dispensary with stoners because you hear every dumb question in the book. Someone came in one day and he was like, hey, I need the weed that's the closest I can get to smoking crystal meth. I didn't think I had to tell people that I just sold regular ass weed. Like, I sell the weed to make you stand in front of your fridge naked. Not the weed to make you take your fridge apart naked. I hear dumb shit all the time. Someone came in one time, they said, I've been in pain for 37 years straight. Nothing's touched my pain. I need something to take all the pain away. What can you give me? And I was like, have you tried heroin? Because that's what you're looking for. Probably the dumbest thing I've ever heard in the weed store was someone came in and they say, "Hey Jeremiah, what can I do to make smoking weed more fun?" I was like, "I don't know, take what hole we can blow the smoke out of?" It wouldn't be any fun to smoke weed with though, because I'd just be trying to take those bong hits and penis queef them. You know? Damn, I lost you on that one, I'm sorry. Just be perfect little tiny O-rings every single I don't know why I was so dry. I should get that checked out. But at least a logical stoner to the question, like, why can't men queef, right? And I think it's probably evolutionary why men can't queef. Because, like, no man would ever get laid in a million years if he could fart out of his dick. We already do dumb shit with our farts. Like, we'd be trying to light those farts on fire. That's dangerous. I know one thing. I know no little boy would ever get anything done if he learned if he could pull his foreskin tight enough, he could play it like a kazoo. You walking past your son's room and hear hot cross buns, you're like, "I'm going to get you from that shit." I've been with my girlfriend for 7 years. I love her very much. She's a very adventurous, very pushing me out of my boundaries woman, and she likes her food like she likes her sex, spicy. But just like the food, the sex, it leaves my ass hurting in the morning. But seriously, being a straight man in a relationship with a woman for 7 years, you got to pick up new hobbies. And I picked up a new hobby recently. It's flirting with dudes. That's a good answer. You're looking good. Don't be coy. We'll fuck. No, but like it started out as a joke, but then I quickly realized how badly men need compliments, right? Because the default reaction for a man anytime you're like, "Hey, what's up, handsome?" is for them to be like, "Me?" Stop it. He did it right there. He's hard, I can see it. It's alright, bro. The older the dude, the more they appreciate the compliment. I said, "Was cooking good looking" to an old guy the other day, and he kissed me and gave me a hug. What the fuck was that? Here's a PSA for the ladies out there. If you don't learn anything from my set, learn this. Ladies, dude needs compliments, right? Like, compliment a dude, stop a school shooting. That's how that works. I saw some of the faces. You were like, "Is he serious?" Yeah, call me when you mention the show, or else, alright? Dudes need compliments. We're starved for attention. That's why dudes sneeze so fucking loud, okay? It's a cry for help, okay? Next time you hear a dude sneeze at the top of his lungs, don't say "God bless you," give him a blowjob. That's what he needs. Dude's lonely, okay? I have my family's from Montana, so you know. Alright. Not proud of it, but that's fine. When I was a young man, they'd take me to the family ranch in Eagle, Montana, and teach me how to scoop shit and buck hay and be a man. And one of my least favorite chores at the end of a long day was I had to give my aunt a shoulder massage. Yeah, which was my least favorite chore, even over scooping shit, because after a couple whiskeys, my aunt got a little into that shoulder massage. Hit the notches right, she's like, "Ooh, yeah." Which was weird. I don't know what the hardest part of that was besides me. It's a little Montana humor, relax, guys. But seriously, at 12 I had no idea what to do to make that stop, so I did the only thing I could think of, which was make it extremely uncomfortable for both of us. And so when I hit that notches right, she was like, "Ooh, yeah." I just leaned in her ear and I was like, "Yeah?" And it worked too well, actually. And she still hasn't talked to me, so. But half my family from Montana, my dad's from Montana, and the way he raised me was a little different than the other kids in the neighborhood. He was a little more hands-on. Like I remember one time I had an ear infection, and he had to take work off, he was pissed. And when we got to the hospital, he grabbed me by the back of the neck, and he reeled me in, and he was like, "Boy, if you're not actually hurt, you're gonna be when I'm done with you." And I'm petty. Like, I can't wait for my dad to be on his deathbed. Ouch! Because I'll have to take work off, I'll be pissed. Grab him by the back of his neck, I'll reel him in. I'll be like, "Pa, if you're not actually hurt, you're gonna be when I'm done with you." I was gonna kill my dad, yeah. Relax, everyone in my family knows that joke, including my dad. He fucking loves it. It's a great joke. But everyone in my family, knows that my dad is a hard guy to get along with. So, when I was a kid, my mom would take me to her family friend's house, Eric. And Eric was a kind, sweet, loving guy. He was the opposite of my dad. So the feelings I had for Eric were really confusing early on. One day I went up to my mom and I was like, "Mom, I think Eric should be my dad because I love Eric more than Dad." And she handled it super well. She was like, "Shh." I love him more than Dad too. Don't fuck this up, okay? This is extra funny as an adult because I got a paternity test done and Eric is my dad. So. Love you guys. You're a lot of fun. I can tell you more joke, but really quickly after the show, I'm going to be selling Eat Butt stickers. So there's a suggestion or an admission, whatever you want, for $5 after the show. I recently got a new phone number, and the person that had the phone number before me died. It was weird. I was getting texts and calls for a dead person, and I was like, I didn't know what to do when the mom texted me. She was like, "Honey, I can't bear to delete this phone number. I miss you, I love you, fly high, Mom." And I didn't know what to say to a text like that. I learned immediately what I should not have said to a text like that. All right, come with me on this, guys. Because all I said was, "Love you too, Mom." And she was pissed. I had no choice but to ghost her like her dead daughter after that. I'm kidding. I sent her a dick pic instead. Is that better? Jeremiah Hughes, have a